third T20 international between India and Zimbabwe is done and dusted. India cruised to an easy 23-run victory despite, that's what I'm coming at, despite Zimbabwe showing some signs of life towards the end. But then the match was done and dusted before that only because the difference was too big. But that's not the talking point of the match. The big talking point is Abhishek Sharma, and why I say that despite him scoring just 10 runs is because what happened with that guy. Right. Here's a guy, a youngster who gets an India call-up after his brilliant IPL where he scored 484 runs at a strike rate of over 200. He comes to the Indian side, gets out for a duck in the first match. In the second match, he goes on to score a 46-ball 100. 46-ball 100. That's the fourth fastest, by the way, by an Indian in T20 internationals.
Just his second game.
It's just his second game. And what happens in the third match is he is pushed to number 3, where he scores just 10 runs. Why that happened? Siddhant will elaborate.
Well, I think we'll both elaborate. You see, what would you do with a guy who's just scored 100? You don't push them down to another slot, right? But what we saw today was, I don't know, if we can call it that, probably Shubman Gill trying to save his own spot in the side because he's the captain, he gets to make the choice. So he decided that, okay, Yashasvi Jaiswal is coming in, I will open alongside Yashasvi Jaiswal, and the guy who scored 100 will probably bat at number 3, and that's okay. I'm surprised because I think genuinely if you're a great leader, you would be the one to sacrifice your position perhaps, right?
But I just hope, Siddhant, that Gautam Gambhir is actually watching this, and I think something needs to be done because here's the thing. Shubman Gill, we just talked in another video that he might just be dropped from T20 internationals because of his poor record, and once again he might have scored 66. I think he scored 66, yes.
He did.
But he took 49 balls to do that. I mean, in this day and age, do you actually bat at a strike rate of 134? And let me tell you, he failed in the first 2 matches as well. So anyone, if had
got sort of a couple of lives today also.
So India almost played with 4 to 5 openers in this match. So if anyone had to bat down the order, it should have been Shubman Gill. And let me tell you another thing. It's not just with Abhishek Sharma. But then Ruturaj Gaikwad also didn't get to bat at his preferred position, though his preferred position would be opening the innings, but he was batting at 1 down, right? But then still he couldn't bat there just because of Shubman Gill.
And so now he was batting 2 down.
He's batting 2 down.
By the way, I think this selection, I also have a problem with that you're trying to move everybody because you think they're all playing well. This is like Delhi Capitals playing with 5 wicket keepers. You remember that time where they were playing all 5 wicket keepers that they had in the squad? Sam Billings, Rishabh Pant, I think there's
Sanju Samson.
There's everybody just playing. But you look at this squad and you see, yes, there are openers, but you could have probably played, yes, Riyan Parag hasn't done a lot in the first 2 games, but his preferable position to bat is at number 4 or number 5. But now you're trying to accommodate everybody who has scored some runs, and then you of course have to accommodate the captain also. So Shubman will decide that he's going to captain the side and he's going to open it.
Yeah. I think
he's going to captain the side. I'm saying he was obviously going to captain the side, but he decided to open. And you look at Yashasvi Jaiswal, yes, he comes into the side. You of course have to put him as the opener because he's supposed to be your designated opener if Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma were not opening, or if one of them was also not opening, Yashasvi Jaiswal would have been the other partner. Right. So I get it that Jaiswal goes up the order right there as the opener, but probably Gill has done that before. He has batted in the middle order before, but he decided that okay, I think it's more suitable for me, and he needed some runs today. You know that there is a big talking point with regards to his position in this T20 international team, the Indian team, and because of the opportunities others are getting and because of who's in the pecking order, because there's Ruturaj Gaikwad, there's Abhishek Sharma, there's Yashasvi Jaiswal of course, and now that Rohit and Virat have retired, at least 2 of them will open, right? So Gill is saying that, listen, I'm only going to be your opener. Abhishek Sharma might have scored a century as an opener in the previous game, but he is my good friend and I can put him at number 3.
I mean, Siddhant, here's the thing. The only problem I have with these second string Indian sides is that you get to try too many youngsters who actually turn out to be just fillers once the senior guys come in, right? And what's happening with Shubman Gill here is, and it's a very dangerous thing to happen. I think we are just having another Shikhar Dhawan in the making, because remember, he was the one who used to lead these second string sides, but he never got to play big tournaments. And looking at the form that Gill has in T20 internationals, I think a similar thing is happening to him as well. Do you agree with that?
I'm not too sure whether I agree with it exactly as you pointed out. I do believe that yes, Gill probably, if Abhishek Sharma performs again in this series and scores a big one. But the problem is, you're looking at openers, right? Because number 3 again, if you're looking at Rishabh Pant as your number 3, then you are looking at Surya Kumar Yadav as your number 4. In your main side.
Exactly. If you're having your main side, do you think that Shubman Gill will open and even play in that game?
Right now, who will open? The consideration is, yes, I think it'll be a big problem because they'll have to drop Abhishek Sharma for that matter, even though he scored some big runs.
But then again, we have the same problem that Indian cricket has, that you actually go ahead with reputation.
Exactly, reputation is what is going to happen if Shubman Gill is still opening. Abhishek Sharma did so well. 100, fourth fastest 100 ever by an Indian in just his second game, and we saw the kind of stroke play, you know, literally that class of Yuvraj was sort of oozing out from Abhishek Sharma,
mentor
Yuvraj, and you have to look at it and say, by Gill Q, you are trying to save your skin, right? Like, no matter what, I'm sure there will be Shubman Gill fans who might be pointing a finger at me saying कि भाई वो कोहली की जगह वो लेगा इस टीम में and he deserves to open. He's been there for a long time. Again, reputation. If you are, if you're not being partial, you had to select Abhishek Sharma as the opener, with Shubman Gill probably dropping out of the side because Yashasvi Jaiswal was coming in, and if you can't drop the captain, right? So if even if Gill is the captain, then you drop him down the order. You are making Ruturaj Gaikwad also bat at number 4 now. You are dropping Riyan Parag, who is supposedly who's supposed to bat at number 4. Let me put it like that. He bats on number 4 at Rajasthan Royals also. Okay, he should be your designated number 4. But now because they have to accommodate Gaikwad also in the side, they have to drop somebody like Riyan Parag. Yes, I agree. Did not score enough runs in the previous games. But भाई गिल ने अपने आप को बचाने के लिए I think he just sacrificed Abhishek Sharma's opening.
He's done that, but that's why I'll say that again, that I hope Gautam Gambhir is watching this, and why I love that man is because he will not let such things happen. Once he takes charge from the Sri Lanka series, I'm telling you, he'll not tolerate all this thing. And I also seriously warn that if Siddhant, you feel that there is too much cricket being played, and if yes, that's why the board is resting your senior players, right? And if that's happening, why to play a series when you have to send a second or third string side?
But you got to test your bench strength also for contingencies.
So these guys are basically fillers or scapegoats, right?
In a way, they are all fillers. They are not part of the first team.
That's like abusing the talent. Yeah.
No, but you have to have your bench strength in place, right? Tomorrow, if say Yashasvi Jaiswal gets injured, you'll go to probably Abhishek Sharma. Maybe the thinking in the Indian management there in Zimbabwe was a left-right combination perhaps, but I still don't agree, because if you're opening with Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, okay, in the World Cup, it does not matter. Even other teams also, Australia for that matter, were opening with Travis Head and David Warner, both left-handers. So that left-right combination also doesn't make sense if you're looking at it like that, and then decide that okay, Shubman Gill is going to open because Yashasvi Jaiswal is a southpaw, is a left-hander. So on that note, I leave it to you guys. I don't know whether you agree, whether you disagree, but do let us know in the comments, because as Love said, I think he's just trying to save his own skin, and he may have scored runs, but you actually had to drop a player from his original slot because you wanted to open, and that's not done even if you are the captain. That's what we think.
True that.